Sometimes fate has a funny way of weaving people together long before they even realize it. Back in 1940, a young man named Ralph Donald Woodworth was working as a farmhand for Lester and Helen Wright in Rodman, New York. He was just about 22 at the time, quiet, hardworking, and doing the best that he could. What Ralph didn't know then was that the man he worked for was the uncle of the woman he would one day marry. Just down the road in Watertown, Gladys Mary Wright was growing up on her family's farm. Born November 2, 1923 to Raymond and Ida Wright, she was one of three daughters, Marion, Gladys, and Joyce. Gladys graduated from Adams Center High School in 1942 and was remembered as a dependable and kind young woman who always put family first. Ralph's roots ran just as deep in Jefferson County. Born May 2, 1918 in Watertown to Leon and Floy Brill Woodworth, he spent much of his youth on Coffee Street, surrounded by other hardworking families who shaped his life and his values. On June 20th, 1945, Ralph and Gladys were married in Watertown, New York. They settled along Town Line Road, where they raised their family and built a humble, love-filled life. Ralph worked many years for the Jefferson County Highway Department, and later the town of Rodman's Highway Department, maintaining the roads that connected their rural communities. Gladys balanced both home and career. She spent years as the bookkeeper for Bradley Hardware in Watertown, retiring in 1985. Even after long days of numbers and ledgers, she managed to keep a warm home in the heart of the Woodworth family. Together, they raised three children: Donald Raymond Woodworth, born October 31st, 1946, and passed December 24th, 2008, David Woodworth, who is still with us today, and Marie Jeanette Woodworth, born January 17, 1950, and passed December 21, 2009. Faith played a steady role in their lives. Both Ralph and Gladys were lifelong members of the Burville United Church of Christ, where they found community, support, and a sense of purpose. Ralph passed on April 1, 1978, at the age of 59. Gladys followed on May 18, 1997, at the age of 73. Today, Ralph and Gladys rest side by side at Fairview Cemetery in Rodman, surrounded by the same fields and back roads that shaped their entire lives. Gladys's sister Joyce is nearby too, a family reunited in the quiet peace of Jefferson County, and their memory is still very much alive. It was their great-granddaughter, through their son David, who reached out and asked that their stone be cleaned. She wanted them to be honored, seen, and remembered. Because a love like theirs doesn't end in a cemetery. It continues on in the people who follow, in the stories passed down, in the traditions kept alive, and in the care given to a weathered stone. Ralph and Gladys began as two hardworking farm kids from neighboring towns. They built a home, a family, a legacy. And now, generations later, their great-granddaughter is helping make sure that their circle of love is never forgotten.